Let me know how the audio sounds because it should be obvious. This is a very bare bones setup right here. Is it even live? Is it? Okay, it's live. Wait. That sounds great, actually. Hold on. This is actually great. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking at chat on my phone because I'm streaming from my laptop. Hello, 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 everyone. Audio's good. That's fantastic. Okay. So I would have had a video out today about the new leaks information if I was not traveling. I saw this earlier today and I was like, okay. Um, this is from the same person who I did the video about on Friday, yesterday. It's just more information. Now, okay, fair warning. I'm gonna say this before we get started. Um, I think there might be some minor story spoilers from what I saw. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that to be honest, but I'm willing to jump in and see. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. But just a fair warning, if you potentially don't want story spoilers, now is the time to turn back. I don't think because Game Rules said that he didn't have any game spoilers. So I'm erring on the side of caution though. Okay, okay, okay. Let's jump into this. So, okay. I've read a little bit of this. Yeah, I was seeing this on Reddit and a lot of the comments were like this is not legit. So, I'm curious to see if this is going to change my opinion on the leaks. So, we'll see. I also saw that Cyberboy did a video on it, and I watched the first little bit of it, and he was talking about how he was like talking to Gamerl about this stuff, and he thinks that some of it's credible, some of it's not. So I might check out that video after I look at this stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in the Panhandle too. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's jump in. Here's more or less a complete list of what Gamerl's source had told him on Discord. Take everything you see here with a grain of salt. I copied this from a post by one of the admins on the mapping Discord. I'm certain most of the stuff on here is BS, but okay. Thank you, Adblock, for interrupting me. But a couple of the things on here, like the dual wielding of weapons, never being implemented into the game, and there's not being a Disney World parody in the game, I believe were true. Okay. Okay. So let's look. That this person has says the parts that I have highlighted in bold are what I think might be true, but that is just my opinion. The shops and lifts to the top of buildings sound believable. I agree. That sounds good. I'm gonna since I'm looking at chat on my phone, I might miss stuff. I'm gonna try and be on top of it, but I might miss stuff. Okay. Random encounter from the leaks where the NPC talks about Jay Norris got cut ages ago. Okay, that's whatever. Not much to explore underwater right now, other than treasure, but there are secrets and more shit can obviously get added before launch. Okay, it's fine. There's a mission where you shoot a shark with a spear gun. Okay, I don't care really. The part where Lucia gets tackled in the airplane is from the heist I told you about ages ago. And remember how I told you Lucia sneaks into a bodybuilding gang? Well, the woman who tackled Lucia is Muscly, as I'm sure you've seen. Lol, so I'm assuming she's part of the gang too. Okay, I have no idea what they're talking about with the heist. Um, So that's as far as I read it, and then I was like, I don't know. Is that like a story spoiler? I guess it is a little bit about her sneaking into a bodybuilding gang, but I don't know. Chapters is believable. It might be similar to RDR2. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think they would do that. There are shopping malls with shops in them. Wait, this guy says that he's highlighted it in bold what he thinks is true. That's like, I'm only seeing like two things. So this guy only thinks that two things in here. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy only thinks that 8 things in this are true. Yes, this is a new leak. Well, it's more of the same leak from Friday. This is like more info. Okay. Where were we at? There are shopping malls with shops in them. There are skyscrapers with lifts in them, but right now the lifts only take you to the roof and not the individual floors. Okay, so that's something that I was speculating on in the video on Friday. So they only take you to the top. They said there are around 700 shops in game, and definitely the most interiors in any open world game you've ever played. That's believable. I believe that. Spear gun fits the leaks showing the gun off. I can see the shark mission. Hopefully usable in free roam. That'd be an insane weapon to be able to use in free roam, a spear gun. I'd love that. There's a mission where cops betray each other, but they don't know the context of it since they didn't play the mission leading up to it. Oh, okay. Okay. I get what they're saying. I was confused. I thought that they were talking about the cops don't know the context of betraying each other. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. The person who played the mission does not know the context. Now that makes sense. Okay. It's not much of a spoiler, I guess. Chapter 4 and 5 still aren't finished, and they cut a huge chunk out of Chapter 5, so that's getting reworked right now. That doesn't seem believable. I think the game's finished right now. If, like, the story is finished, I find it hard to believe that 2 chapters aren't finished when the game was supposed to be coming out this fall originally. That seems like a pretty huge blunder if that's true. that 2 chapters are completely unfinished. I don't believe that. I think at this point the game is pretty much, it might not be 100% finished, but I think it's mostly finished. This is just my opinion, obviously. I'm speculating here. I think that for the most part, they're just doing testing at this point. That's what I would imagine. If it's real, it's going to leak the entire story of GTA 6. I don't think there's anything that is leaking the entire story. If the story leaks, I'm not looking at that. I don't want to know. There's a guy called Donnie who's Jason's friend, and my friend described him as a freak. LMAO. He works for Brian with Jason, so that's Waluigi. That's got to be that's got to be the Waluigi guy that I was talking about last stream. The guy who wears purple, who's always around. The shot in the trailer where Jason walks out the shop with the beer is gameplay and not a cutscene. Boom. I told you. You literally can go buy a 6-pack from the shop. That's 100% believable because I already believed it. Main story has to be finished right now. They're mostly patching things and refining. Yeah, I agree 100%. There's no way that 2 chapters of the game are not finished. That's insane to me. That's not the case at all. I refuse to believe it. Okay, yeah, you briefly see Lucia's kid at the beginning, but from what my friend played of chapter 1 through 3, they never saw the kid again. So maybe a case of my friend not having played enough of the story, or the kid really just isn't in the game that much. We'll have to see. I don't think they're putting a kid in the game. No shot. I don't see it. Well, I don't know. I mean, they had Jack in RDR2, so it's not out of question, right? I don't. It just doesn't feel right. I don't see her with a kid. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. I don't see it. Okay. The sex scenes they saw were pretty PG where the camera pans away before nudity, but they haven't seen all the sex scenes, so maybe we'll get actual nudity in some of them. Sure, yeah. I believe it. Why not? Why not have nudity in the game? I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, kid doesn't make sense. Zero children in GTA. Definitely don't see there being kids in the game. Yeah, it just I don't know. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. The six pack is gameplay. That suggests that shopping doesn't automatically go in inventory. It has to be unloaded somewhere. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't consider that. Yeah. That seems like it could be annoying if you have to actually carry out everything that you want to buy. Although, I mean, if you're buying like snacks, if that's still the mechanism to heal yourself in the game is buying snacks, carrying out a truckload of snacks out of the gas station, that'd be awesome. Also, let's think about what role this friend has in the development where they see this much stuff. Most devs probably only see extremely small bits of the game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. From what I read earlier when I was in the car, I was just thinking about it. I was like, this just seems like too much info. Like, I kind of believed it when it was the smaller amount, but this is a lot. This is a lot of info, and it makes me think that maybe this person is a dev or their friend is a developer, but they don't want to give too much credible info because then, they might get found out within the company. Rockstar might be like, "Oh, okay, that's who that is." And then they get fired. They get deleted out of the company, you know? You wouldn't want that. So, maybe this is them covering by just giving him a bunch of info that isn't true. I don't know. But it's weird if you would do that and give out the wrong info. I don't know. It's weird. That's my best bet though. Shit in the trailer was only from chapter 1 through 3. The part where they jump off the bike into the truck is from chapter 3. Okay. That's meaningless to me. I don't know what I can get from that, honestly. Doesn't mean anything. Why is my webcam so big? How big is it? That is pretty big actually. Hold on, my we're working with it's a shoestring setup here, okay? You see where I am? You see how the low quality of the webcam? I'm in a hotel room right now. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It was from a developer to a friend, then to game roll. So it's like they're playing a game of telephone here. So some of this info probably isn't like what the original intent is anymore too. Like maybe the developer told the friend that this is like chapter 1 through 2 and then somehow it got morphed to 3 somehow, I don't know. You never know. Maybe the source of the leaks just got cocky because, oh, I have a big role. They believe anything I say, so he just made up some things in hopes of game roll to keep asking things. Yeah, that's true. People do love to get attention. I wouldn't know anything about that though. Social media features still absolutely bare bones right now, but they should be working on that right now. Okay. Um, sure, why not? That does seem like one of those things that you'd probably save for last. So, I don't know. Sure. They changed the weapon wheel for the third time the other day. I don't know what that means. That could mean anything. Like that could mean that they just changed the UI or maybe they changed the complete functionality of it. I don't know. So kind of a vague statement. I don't know. 80, I don't know you, but your video presentation is top notch. I always enjoy watching your videos when they pop up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, as always. I try and do my best. I appreciate the feedback. When you switch characters, there's a third. Okay, we already knew this. This is from the video on Friday, the info that I got. When you switch characters, there's a third option where you switch to Jason and Lucia, so whoever you're not playing as will turn up to the area and chill with you. There's missions for Jason, Lucia, and both. Oh, I called that. I called that too. Dude, it feels so good to predict something or to speculate on something and then it comes true. Oh my god. It's so good. Okay. That's how I felt when I found out or I realized that Providence Canyon State Park was in the game. That was great. Okay. Yeah, when you're together, you can play golf together, etc. Standard GTA stuff. Okay. Greet and intimidate is in the game, so not antagonize. It's an intimidate this time. Okay. I don't know why is this bolded. I guess maybe it's just the fact that there's like a communication system with the NPCs. That makes sense. That makes sense. You can't use AirPods to listen to music when you're not in a car, but that could be changed before launch. Okay, I don't know. I feel like they've already implemented it. Why would they be showing us that, like in the screenshots of Lucia with the AirPods in the pool and wait, I don't actually. I can't remember if she has them on in the pool. I know she has them on when she's boxing, in that one screenshot for sure. I think she has them on in the pool. I can't remember, but um, I just recently switched to Premiere Pro. The first video that I did in Premiere Pro is the whatever one I put out on Friday. Or no. What is it called? The What We Still Don't Know video. That's the first one I did in Premiere Pro. Everything before that I was doing in HitFilm Express. Well, that's a powerful tool for being free, okay? I don't know. Some of these leaks I believe, some of it I don't. I think the credibility is like it's significantly lowered here for me. Just because of how much is here, you know? It's like it feels like it's too much, you know? Yeah, I mean if it's accessories, I don't know. It just seems weird to have it there and it not be used, you know? It's one thing to have like a hat on your head because that's I don't expect any other functionality. It's on your head, that's it. But to have AirPods in and they don't do anything, I don't know. It's just like why? I would not be, you know, making an outfit for Jason or Lucia and I'm like, "Oh, let's accessorize this by putting in AirPods." What? It doesn't make any sense to me. I wonder how far they'll go with hunting. Like, can you spearfish and then go sell to the local market? I don't know if they'll do anything that extensive, like selling for hunting. I mean, that'd be interesting if they ported over some of that from RDR2 with like the hunting and selling and all that stuff. It might be in there. I just don't think it's gonna be as extensive, you know. Ambrosia and Port Gellhorn are nothing compared to the size of Vice City. Still big, obviously, but Vice City is the biggest by far. I mean, that is not news to me, at least. Prone still cut, and dual wielding was never in the game. Now, I got a lot of comments on the video on Friday about people being like, that doesn't make sense for dual wielding to not be in the game, and I kind of agree. I don't know. They got me thinking about that because it's like it's already in the game or the game engine from RDR2. Why not just port it over to GTA 6? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I wonder if that's something that got cut because of like of proning or something. Maybe they're like, oh, we can't add that and proning, so they cut that and then it's just stayed cut. Maybe that's my only guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's because they knew the names of the full names of Jason and Lucia before the trailer. Um, why are people excited with this leaks? It's new information. That's I don't know. It just depends on your excitement levels, I suppose. I think it's interesting. I was more excited about the info we got on Friday. Now I'm apprehensive about all of it. 13 years of development would have been insane. You can't buy pets, but Jason does have a pet iguana that you can feed. So is this supposed to be the iguana that's outside that we see in trailer 2? Because the iguana is on that woman's shoulder in a lot of the screenshots, so that doesn't make any sense to me. Plus, Jason already has the snake inside the house. Why did they bold this? This feels wrong to me. How do you explain the iguana being on the shoulder of that one woman in like multiple screenshots, but Jason is never interacting with it? What's up with that? Can't buy pets, not getting the game. Dual wielding was never even planned. I guess I could believe that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, the ankle monitor doesn't affect gameplay, and Lucia gets rid of it pretty early on. I don't believe this at all. Why? I don't know. It's the more I'm reading this, the more I'm like I'm doubting all of the leaks. Honestly, it's just like, but why? Why would they get the names correct, but then everything else seems to be just BS? Yeah, I know about the iguana outside of Jason's house, but it doesn't he doesn't interact with it at all. It just happens to be outside of his house, you know? If it's his pet, why don't we see him with it? Why is it only that iguana is only ever with that one woman in the screenshots? I don't get it at all. Could be like Cha from GTA 5. Technically, he's Lamar's dog and not Franklin's. Franklin's taking care of him. Maybe. That would be strange for the pet. I guess yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. That it's her pet, but Jason takes care of it. I don't know. He already has the snake though, is the other thing. It's like why that's two pets. That's two pets now that we're talking about. To be fair, Gamerl said that he trusted the stuff he heard before trailer 2 more than what he was told after. I don't know what he was told after and before, so I don't know. Yeah, I already talked about this a little bit. Right now, the ankle monitor doesn't affect gameplay, and Lucia gets rid of it pretty early on. I'd find this hard to believe because uh, I don't know what's even the point then, you know? Because she would have the ankle monitor for the realism of that being like something that you actually have happen to you once you get out for a little bit. So if it doesn't affect gameplay at all, then what's the point? Because that's what Rockstar is about nowadays is just making things as realistic as they can possibly go. Could there be a familial relationship between them, the lady and Jason? Maybe. I could see that. Maybe it's his sister or something. Or a cousin. Distant cousin. I don't know. The map is still rectangle like GTA 5 and mission waypoints are pink. I don't believe that at all. Well, the mission waypoints. I think they're getting rid of mission waypoints completely. Unless they're talking about the ones on the map. Although, but mission waypoints, that would be the like physical or not physical, but what would be on the in the world where you would get to the point and you would have to stand in the circle to start the mission. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think they're going to bring that back. And then it wouldn't make any sense for every single mission marker on the map to be the same color. Jason and Lucia are going to have different colors, like they did in GTA 5 with the 3 different characters. That doesn't make any sense to me. Lucia's shown to be doing community service in the trailer, so it's probably a small part of the story. I can see that actually. Maybe it just kind of brushes over that part really quick. Maybe we get a montage. Maybe we get a montage like in Cyberpunk 2077 with what's his name? Jackie and V right at the start. I hope they don't do that actually. That would be unoriginal. Next we got Jason's ability is like Deadeye, slow-mo, and you can see weak points that you shoot. Lucia's is a shittier version of that. She goes into slow-mo, but she can only shoot once. They said they hope that gets changed because their abilities are shit at the moment. This doesn't make any sense because didn't we saw in the leaks that Jason's ability was to like find valuable items, right? That's what I remember at least. That's I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering. TGG do a video about this leak. I think it's really true. Did he? I've not. I've only seen Cyberboys. And by seeing, I mean I watched the first couple minutes. I've not been on YouTube a whole lot today. Oh yeah, he did a video. Okay, I see. 23 minutes ago. Holy cow. Yeah, the mission waypoints were yellow for 5. I think they're gonna get rid of that though, because they didn't have any in RDR2. And like I said, they're about making it as immersive as possible. I think they're gonna keep doing that. I think most of the changes that they've made from the way that they do games in RDR2, they're gonna keep for GTA 5 or GTA 6. Guys, they've scrapped GTA 6. They're re-releasing GTA 5 with everything they've learned from RDR2. I don't know. Lucia's is a shittier version. I don't believe that. I feel like that they would have something different for Lucia. Completely. I don't believe this at all. No Disney World parody. Why is this the most believable thing? I don't believe this. I don't believe that this is a believable leak. I think that they've got to have some sort of Disney World parody in there. It only makes sense. Yeah, I don't think Lucy is going to have the same ability as Jason. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they even implement that? The only way I could see that is if they had that as like a placeholder early on in the game. As far as I know, there's no secret map like Gorma, but they haven't played the whole story. Sure, I mean it's believable, but it's like I don't know, it could go either way, so I don't really care. I've not seen any returning GTA characters, but they're not too familiar with past characters anyway, so they're not certain. Okay, so that's a nothing. Complete nothing. People do react if you have your gun out, and Jason and Lucy will try to hide their gun if they're walking with it out. That makes sense. I believe that. Male strippers are in the game. Yeah. They feel like everything might have been getting cut with the delay in mind, but they still could add shit back. What does that mean? That could mean anything. I don't know that. Everything might have been getting cut. What is everything? The entire game's getting cut, guys, because the game's getting delayed. Yeah, I don't know. This is a lot of this is hard for me to believe at this point. I'm kind of curious to see what TGG and Cyberboy had to say about it. So I might just pull up. I might just pull up their video and check it out real quick. Oh no. They're both 14 minutes long. Everyone's making videos about it. It's so over for me. Why did I have to do the vacation today? Worst timing possible. Actually, the worst timing possible for me going on vacation would have been if I'd done it May 6th, 2025. That would have been terrible. Okay. I'll watch TGG's first. Let's see what he has to say. Also, hold on. Let me make sure that this isn't going to be super loud.
Use code TGG or click the link
I
in the
can't hear
description
anything.
below to get 10%
Can anyone
off
hear
any
this?
Gamer Subs order. Or
Okay,
if you just
it's
want
coming
complete...
over. I can't hear it. I think it's coming through my other... Hold on. Oh god. This is going to be so loud. Okay.
Free sample. No shipping fees, nothing, completely free. Click the link in the description below. We have some pretty big new leaks with GTA 6. I don't know if I want to call them leaks. We'll get into why in a second. If I look tired, I'm sorry. It's because I am. I just wanted to get this video out as soon as I could and let you guys know about it. But let's talk about what's going on. So what are these leaks and where do they come from? Well, these leaks come from a Twitter user named GameRoll. Now, GameRoll has been in the GTA community for a couple years now.
I kind of just want to know what he thinks. Like, what if he thinks that it's real or not? Does he just talk about that?
Some of this stuff might not be 100% correct. Some things might have got lost in translation. And I just want to make
Where does he say if he believes it or not? That's all I care about, actually. I'm gonna search the transcript. What is his pinned comment? Whoa there, Bucka. I'm going to completely ignore the word might and any other implication that you're saying that this is a possibility, not a guarantee, and blame you completely for clickbaiting us, telling us that these leaks are real. So true. So true. You look 47 years old? What? What kind of comment is that? Do I? Is this what a 47-year-old looks like? How can I be more youthful? That okay? Never mind. What am I doing? Get me out of here. No, there is no info on a PC launch. This game is never coming to PC. Laugh. Believing. Don't know how much I believe that. Okay, he's talking about, I think this is about the two chapters not being finished. I can believe that for sure. Hello, testing. There we go. Okay. I switched my headphone. I don't. It's probably worse, but this mic is just trash. Okay. What? Nah, bro, you look handsome. Nah, he looked 32. Okay, I'll take 32. Really don't look 47 at all. That's such a great compliment. Love that.
I believe that for sure. All right, this is a bit more of a major story spoiler here. You might want to skip ahead just like 20 seconds here if you don't want to have any major spoilers. Apparently, Jason and Lucia have a kid that's only seen.
Where was this? Wait, hold on. I didn't get this in. Was this in the screen? You briefly see Lucia. I guess that's. They didn't say anything about it. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree, Spiel. I don't know if I believe. I'm just gonna see. Maybe he says something. I want to hear his opinion on.
Is not the biggest deal though. I'm assuming we're still going to be able to crouch. We're just not going to be able to lay down. Supposedly, of course. Dual wielding weapons is cut as well. Buying pets, cut. A Disney World parody apparently has been cut. A secret map like Guarma in Red Dead 2, that's been cut, as well as a burglary minigame apparently cut. I don't know what to make of all of that. Those are a lot of things people were hoping would be in the game. I don't think they're deal breakers or anything,
one of us
but
got the wrong list.
Yeah. Kind of sad if that is true. And that's that. Look, it is what it is, man. I wish I could give you more concrete info on it. At the end of the day, I'm trying to be honest. I think Game Roll's trying to be honest. We don't know if this is real. We just don't. Some of it makes a lot of sense. Some of it is a little bit confusing. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know about it. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for more stuff like this. Let me know what you think of all of these leaks. Is this good? Is this...
You've disappointed. I just wanted to hear if he's. I wanted a simple. I believe this. Maybe he said it throughout. I mean, I saw that he was talking about the. No. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense for Great F. I can see them doing prologue, but I don't know, let me check out.
So we have some new leaked GTA 6 information, and there's reasons why we should believe it. But of course, a lot of people are going to immediately suspect that it's complete waffle. And
okay.
But myself and Game Roll have had multiple conversations about this in the past. It's so difficult who to believe. We have some good sources at Rockstar that don't tell us anything, but we also have some vague out of the blue sources that we don't know if their information is correct until it's announced. And of course, it was announced that these were the official names. So to cut a long story short, Game Roll has a source, and this source knows someone in Rockstar. So we're now like third, fourth party information. But
yeah, I mean, once you get to that point, you've got layers separation. Just the information gets diluted. It's just whether or not you're verbally telling people and then it gets passed on. That's definitely next. It's going to be a bit harder, but even then, I feel like even slightly to the point it can be completely different. Yeah, I mean, even the story spoilers that we got in here, I wouldn't really say that. They are real. I'm not. My mic does cut out a bit. Oh my god. Maybe I'll just take off my. Oh, hello. Where is it? Here? Or is it this? Oh my god, it's my webcam mic. That's why. That's why it's cutting out. Okay. Has it been using my webcam mic the whole time? I'm just gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn off noise suppression, unfortunately, and maybe it's just noise gate that's the problem. Okay, noise suppression will keep on. Okay.
Person source from Rockstar was correct. So everything you're about to hear is purely on that basis, which is so loose, and we will talk about it at the end of the video. But of course,
that's what I want to hear.
Over a year ago now, based on 1 or 2 signs in the leaks that were very vague. Now, those signs were real Florida signs and were just placeholders, and can't say where I got it from, but the information I have is that the Panhandle isn't in the game. The map is actually a somewhat similar shape to GTA 5's map, with the islands down the bottom. Now, of course, when I was very vocal about this, saying that the Panhandle doesn't appear to be in the game based on what I know, well, the mapping community really Discord doesn't like me at the moment. But from everything I know so far and every conversation I've had with relevant people, the Panhandle does not appear to be in the game. So this is one of
That's rough. Yeah, I don't like the kid aspect at all. It's just I don't like that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
The reasons that I'm tending to believe this person, because it's an unpopular opinion to put out there, but I believe that this is the case. Now, just to add on the end.
Hold on. It's the part of Florida that is over, or is underneath Alabama. Let me pull up an image of Florida. Okay. This is the Panhandle. This whole section that stretches from, like, I don't know what that is. So I don't know, Tallahassee basically all the way to, is that Pensacola? I don't know. The Panhandle thing is weird to me because why not? Yeah, exactly. Just add like some little tiny town. You know, who cares? I just like the idea of there being more land off to the side. Have they updated the mapping project yet to include that? I've not checked on it. Let me pull that up real quick. This website actually might crash my laptop, my little terrible laptop. I'm sorry. What purpose does the mapping project need my cookies for? In what world? It doesn't make any sense. They still got the Panhandle here. This could have been our map. This could have been it. They took it away from us. Oh man.
And right, here's some cut / non-existing content. No fully nude scenes. Listening to music outside of a car apparently isn't a thing. Prone was cut. But Rockstar, sometimes red herrings are planted. Incorrect information is told to different departments so they know where leaks come from. So that's why it's really...
Let me hear what he has.
It is worth saying a few key things. Firstly, internally at Rockstar, sometimes red herrings are planted. Incorrect information is told to different departments so they know where leaks come from. So that's why it's really difficult to mention and talk about certain things here.
I actually explained that. I was like, I did the complete opposite of what he said. This actually makes more sense than what I was saying. What was I saying? I was saying that the guy was making stuff up just to basically troll Game Roll for some reason. Yeah, man, that's stupid.
It's really hard to say. The second thing is that not everyone at Rockstar knows exactly what's happening with all aspects of the game. There's certain teams that have worked on the game for 5 years, and they still don't know some parts of the game. The culture of secrecy inside Rockstar is important to maintaining the secrecy for when it comes to the game. The next thing is, we don't know the exact time frame that all of this information was conveyed, or how accurate the information will be, because of course it is loosely based. It's based on something that one person got right, not necessarily meaning that everything they say is 100% correct. So we have to take all of this with a pinch of salt. So hopefully you found today's video useful. If I do get any more updated information, I will make sure to let you all know down below. And if you didn't...
Okay. It's based on what I heard here, it sounds like I'm on a similar wavelength with Cyberboy on whether or not this stuff is believable. So that's good. That's good. I think what Ned Luke said is believe only what Rockstar shows and tells, because most of this could be bullshit. The only reason we slightly believe this is because of the name info Game Roll got. Yeah, that's literally all. That's literally the only reason why it was believable in the first place. Yeah, I think we're gonna get music and earbuds for sure. I don't think there's gonna be any single player DLC, unfortunately. No shot. You know, I'd love to see it, but it ain't happening. I fear. I do fear that. Yeah, I would pay for single player DLC too. I haven't spent a single cent on GTA Online, and I plan to keep it that way for GTA Online 6, or for GTA 6's online. But if they made some single player DLCs, then we would be talking. Yeah, that's true. I kind of assumed that they would eventually do a Red Dead Redemption remaster using the RDR2 map, but evidently they didn't do that. I think we'll get gore. I don't see any reason why they would tone it down from what RDR2 had. Is the game likely to have multiple endings? I mean, maybe. I don't think there's any good evidence to point in either direction there. So I don't know. I can't say. I don't have a preference over one or the other either. We could have multiple endings. We could have one ending. It's fine. It's fine with me. Whatever. How long have we been going? That's not right. An hour 48 has not been an hour 48. 48 minutes? Okay. I don't know. That's basically it, right? Anything else? Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying with the gore in RDR2 being in the 1800s, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen people argue the gore will be turned down because it's set in modern day, which I don't really agree with. I've seen it on Reddit. Yeah, I don't think that's a good enough reason. What is my latency set at? Is my latency like super low? Or oh no, it's normal latency. That's why it's so delayed. Why? Why is that the default? I hate that. I actually hate that. Okay, well, I hope, yeah, I hope that the modern that we get gore in the game. It would just feel so cheap for them to remove it after RDR2, you know? I don't know. I also wanted to, while we're here, I wanted to check out the new Mafia trailers because I've not seen them. And I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to check this out. Yeah, I've been keeping up with Mind's Eye. That looks like it's going to be possibly a disaster. I was gonna look at the trailers, the new stuff for that as well tonight. Maybe I'll look at that first actually, because I think it'll be great if we watch Mind's Eye first, and then we watch a game that's seems like it's gonna be better, in my opinion. Yeah, if it's gonna be the best entertainment property, you can't let movies and shows beat you. Yeah, because that's like what there was what was it, Sam or Dan Hauser interview that was posted on Reddit recently, where he was talking about hot coffee, and he's like, if this was put in any book or movie, no one would be saying anything. And that's true. Video games are held to a higher standard. It's crazy. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm gonna be honest. When the website first came out for this game, I looked at the protagonists, and my immediate thought was why are these guys so ugly? They look a little bit better now. I think they've changed the models, but man, these are some unattractive protagonists. Or main character, I should say. I don't know. I don't really know anything about this game. I've not been playing it, to be honest. I just saw the website and I was like, these guys look kind of ugly. I don't like what I'm seeing. Okay, let's take a look at this. One last question. How about cars using gasoline/electricity? I could go either way on it. I think it could be fun. It could be interesting. Holy cow, it's the game where every car flips over.
Yes, wake up and free me.
What are you doing here?
What?
Come with me.
What are you doing?
Wake up and free me.
What are you doing here?
Come with me.
Oh my god. I hate this trope so much of any trailer using like taking like some pop song and like turning it into some epic dramatic trailer music. I hate it so much.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head. Keep your lens feet on. In years. I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out.
Ugh, did you see his mouth? When he said knocking?
It's just knocking.
How do you even get your face to look like that? Knocking? Holy cow. Holy moly. I can't lie. The story sounds interesting, but I can't unsee that. Oh, let me back up a little bit. Okay.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
I mean, it looks good.
I want any part of your future.
That was kind of weird that they just threw in like straight up gameplay with the UI still on the screen there. With like not even just the UI but the subtitles. That's very, very strange choice, I think.
You don't deserve what they gave you.
Oh my! Holy God! Did you see his face there? Come on, let's get a frame by frame on this. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. I can't lie.
It's activating.
What did that say? They are cosmic. They are comic books. We are Marvel. They are coming. Boom. They're coming and also exploding. Here, this is my overanalyzing Mind's Eye official launch trailer. This is it. I'm gonna clip this and I'll just upload it straight to YouTube.
You're one of them. You're working with them. No, please. What do you mean one of them?
This game comes out in like 3 days, right? That's crazy. Okay, I was not looking at the comments while I was watching that. Let me see. Why everyone hating this game? It looks great. The story sounds interesting. I can't lie. But there are just some problems around it that I've been hearing about. It looks like one of those games and movies where a mom walks in on a kid playing a game and on the TV is the most generic action game ever. Yeah, and the kid is button mashing like crazy. Pre-order now and get a free deluxe edition upgrade. Sick. Yeah, I don't know. This game, how does this game coming out in 2 days? I can't wait to see what the comments say. They should have started this trailer. There would be a lot less people skeptical. I started with this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Looks like they're trying way too hard, too desperate to leave an impact, while GTA 6 trailer feels so organic and real. Yeah. I did see the stuff about the CEO like claiming that that Rockstar was paying people off to write bad reviews or make negative videos. That's kind of insane. Yeah, Mind's Eye is not going to have any effect on GTA 6 whatsoever. It could be the greatest game in the world. It's not going to have an effect on GTA 6. So, official gameplay overview trailer. What would you rather have, those leaks be real or not? I'd rather them not be real. I'm not a fan of a lot of what I saw in there. I mean, the biggest thing that I like is the 700 plus stores. But even then, that's not that big of a deal, honestly. You could take it or leave it. Leslie Benzies, GTA creator, plays Mind's Eye. Hashtag Mind's Eye. Sure, I'll watch this.
Looks beautiful. This is what we do. We sit, we play it. There's usually somebody in there who will take tickets. Chris, you got a ticket about the fire extinguisher. Did you get the raindrops over here? We'll record the videos, we'll take little chunks out, and then that'll get put into the Jira database, and that'll get sent out to devs to fix. Okay. You do have to play the...
I know, this is a... I'm not getting anything from this, actually. I'm done. I'm excited for Mafia. I've yet to play Mafia 3. I might do that on stream at some point. Speaking of that, let's pull up the Mafia trailer. This will be a nice little palate cleanser. Story trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here.
This looks really
Sometimes
good.
the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
Peace between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
He died for my father.
Even
for his honor.
all the like characters.
I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
This stays between me and you.
This family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Yeah, I'll be playing this. I need to actually play and finish Mafia 3 though before. When does this come out? August 8th?
And who are you?
Yeah, August 8th. Okay, I got 2 months. PC audio is way louder. It's the most scuffed setup in the world. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know if it got cut out or what, but yeah, this game looks great. I'm really looking forward to this. Is there anything else? I saw that there's the initiation full scene. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is the bit from the trailer that we saw only a little bit of.
All of the men in this room.
You know what's crazy is that this feels like such a huge step up from Mafia 1 and 2. I think Mafia 3, from what I know, has a mixed reputation, but based on just Mafia 1 and 2, this seems like a massive step up in just about every category. So,
Are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. is a way of life, a brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing. It is binding. It is not forgiving.
The lighting looks insane also.
To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Look at the facial expressions too on this guy.
Yes. I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
Is my face too big? I'm looking at the, I think it is. Hold on, let me shrink myself a little bit.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Yeah, this looks great. I already am
Salute.
really interested in learning more about all these characters. Insert Martin Scorsese Absolute Cinema image here. August 8th, okay. I gotta get on to Mafia 3 then. Dude, it's crazy. I have not been playing any video games since basically May 6th when Trailer 2 dropped for GTA 6. I haven't been doing anything. You hate the accent? That's literally like the whole thing, though. They're Italian. I love it. I love a good Italian accent. Mafia, the old country, has some red flags. Some big red flags. It says John Raptor React. Who's John Raptor? What's his credentials? What's John Raptor's credentials? I need to know. Well, he seems to be a reactor. That seems to be his credentials, so seems legit. Just a sign up, but was the panhandle 100% accurate? No. Apparently, according to the leaks. According to the leaks, the panhandle's not in there. What kind of games are you looking for? I don't know, man. I don't know. GTA 6. Well, I put out the community post the other day, or I guess it was earlier this week, about asking what games people were looking for. or looking forward to, what games people were looking for. Literally a day ago, because I'm curious to know like what games I should be on the lookout for, because I've just not been playing any games. Mafia Old Country, of course. Ghost of Yotei. I don't even know I'm pronouncing that right. Death Stranding. I have yet to play Death Stranding, and it's been on my list forever. I have it. I just need to play it. The Raptor is reputable. Okay, I believe you. Its main channel has 1 million subs. Okay, that's as reputable as you get. Why use Microsoft Edge? Because I reset this laptop months ago, and I have not bothered to download any other browser. I literally downloaded OBS right before I started the stream. Death Stranding 2 graphics look insane. I think it was the photo mode that I saw that like blew my mind. Yeah, this looks insane. Like, this looks almost real. The photo quality is insane. I don't know why they have to keep making little noises like that, though. That's... it's freaking me out. Yeah, Kojima got his favorite women and was like, let's have them pose and let's take some photos of them in the game too while we're at it. Kojima's a freak for real. I saw an interview where Elle Fanning mentioned that they scanned her feet. That's awesome. I've seen people lately talking about that Half-Life 3 might get announced. If true, that would be a game to look forward to. You know, you can throw bricks at my head for this, but I've never played Half-Life 1 or 2. So I'm not concerned. I'm not really concerned about Half-Life 3. And I haven't been concerned about it, so I feel like my life has been better off over anyone who's been, you know, waiting for anything about that game for like the last decade or whatever. So, you know, good for me, basically. Yeah, how can I turn this into a celebration of myself? That's what I'm trying to do. Far Cry 3 and 5 are really good. I think I have Far Cry 5 and I played a little bit of it and then I just kind of fell off for no particular reason. Wait, they've got a new elusive target for Hitman? Wait, is this a new location?
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in
Wait, this is exciting. It's a new location.
Have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer.
Oh no, wait, this is just in Paris, isn't it? This is the Paris map.
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome.
No, I've not seen Arc Raiders.
Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
No, you gotta pay for it though, of course. Hitman, the live service game. I really do love Hitman though. I tried getting a free code for it for the PS5. They ignored me. And you know what? You know, fair enough. What reason did they have to believe that I would be making a video about Hitman? Literally every single video on my channel is about GTA 6, so, you know. Fair game for that, but, you know. Watch some gameplay on it? Okay, I'll look up Arc Raiders. Gameplay. I'm a huge fan of this logo. That my first impression, great already. Yo, what's up? What's up, Bogan Bav? What do you want me to? Is it Bogan or Bav? What's the correct naming? I need to know.
You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
I don't know anything about what's going on right now. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest. But it looks good. Bav. Alright.
You are in control.
Got it. Locked and loaded. Well, this game has got one thing going for it that Mind's Eye doesn't, and that's the characters are not making faces that look bizarre, so... I don't know what this game is about, but it looks interesting. Have you watched Ill trailer? What is Ill? Let me look. Is this a horror game? I'm not a fan of horror. I'm a little baby. Team Clout. Yeah. This is not for me. Yeah, this is not for me. The physics on that looked crazy though. That looked great. I mean, the graphics look insane on this. But yeah, I'm unfortunately a little baby, so I can't handle something like this. What else got announced at Summer Game Fest? Because I did not pay attention at all to that. Everything announced. Yeah, the game looks good. Graphically. Code Vein 2. I guess I'm not gonna get... Wait, a Scott Pilgrim game? Atomic Heart 2? I don't even really know anything about Atomic Heart 1.
At number 8, Atomic Heart 2 got announced.
I'm a fake gamer, unfortunately.
I actually really like Atomic Heart. Some of the stuff that people think is cringe about it, I like in a kind of semi-ironic, but not really actually ironic way. It's a fun game. It's a little...
Thoughts on Death Stranding? Haven't played it. It's been on my playlist, playlist for quite a long time.
Obviously, Atomic
I have the game. It's just a matter of me installing it and playing it.
cyborg glove stuff. You got weapons, melee, ranged, etc. I'm just psyched that they're making a sequel. I mean, that's basically the level of like things that you would hear in Atomic Heart, and that's
Man,
kinda...
I'm just do I have permission to just start doing all my videos like this where I mess up and I laugh at it and then I correct myself but I don't edit it out? Can you guys let me do that? That would make my my video process so much easier.
That's why I enjoy it. And number 7, also from Mundfish, The Cube. Now, when you think of the Atomic Heart universe, you assume Atomic Heart and now Atomic Heart 2, but we're also getting The Cube, which is a multiplayer RPG shooter that takes place in the Atomic Heart universe. In The Cube, players embark on expeditions to explore the enigmatic structure, The Cube, a big cube.
Alright, sweet, I have permission.
Cube.
Thank you.
You got rotating walls, shifting terrains, unpredictable combat scenarios. Basically, it's an
Alright guys,
MMORPG.
here's the next move for the channel. I'm going to be putting out new videos every day. They're going to be exactly 8 minutes long, and yeah, you guys are going to like it. You guys are going to watch them all and you're going to love every single one of them, okay? It builds characters. So true. By the way, your videos are really good, man. Keep making them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what? Since the real Adient fans are sticking around here, maybe I'll give you guys a little preview of what I'm working on. GameRinks is a great channel. I'm not familiar with their I'm not that familiar with them. I'm only working with them on the surface level here.
Shooter with roguelite mechanics.
Yeah, maybe I'll give you guys a little preview of what I'm working on.
Fever dream. Mundfish owes me money
before I end the stream, whenever that is.
And number 6 is Scott Pilgrim EX, which is, let's just be completely clear, a new Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up. The original Scott Pilgrim versus the World game is one of my favorite beat 'em ups of all time, and the people who made it later went on to form Tribute, who is behind Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and they just absolutely killed that.
Will GTA 6 have a jail prison system for when you're busted?
Coming soon. They're behind that as well, but this is kind of like the main event for this.
I think people were saying that that the scene of Jason getting Lucia out of prison was like what happens when you go to jail and stuff. That would be interesting. Yeah, it's not going to be much of a behind the scenes, and you will not be getting any tips. It's unfortunately, it's just what I've that's what I'm putting together today. Somewhat recently heard about your channel and subscribed not that long ago. I like watching your videos as much as I enjoy watching Cyberboy, TGG, Saints Fan, McTannen, and Project Vice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Those are some high up there names to be compared to, so it's an honor. Lego Voyager. Can they make a Lego? Every game should just be Lego from now on, I think. Rockstar needs to scrap what they have for GTA 6. Contact Lego, get them to make the game for them, I think. Yeah, the channel is just a little side thing. I do not make anywhere close to enough for it to be my main job. No, I'm not gatekeeping anything. You'll see what I mean when I share the little preview. Here's what I'll say. I filmed it today. I'm at a specific location for the video, and I spent the entire day filming. That should give you some idea of what I did today and what the video is. Do you hope to turn the channel into your main gig? Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be ideal. The only issue is that the problem is that I need to figure out how to diversify, if you will. I don't want to get too in the weeds here, but yeah, I can't. The fact of the matter is, if I want to turn this into my main thing, I can't be relying on GTA. That's the big holdup at the moment. Good quality content, editing, and insight. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. To be honest, I could see Jason or Lucia having a scene bailing the other one out if they get busted, like how there are scenes in RDR 2 of members of the gang busting you out of jail if you get busted. Yeah, I could see that being the case as well. Yeah, you guys are pretty much getting there. I have to say, I don't want to hype it up too much because I haven't even begun editing it yet, but I think I made one of my best videos. I think that it's a pretty good video today. We'll see how it comes together in the edit though. What else did they announce today? Or not today, at the Game Awards? Blink if you work for Rockstar. I do not work for Rockstar. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know about these. I don't know. I don't really care about any of this stuff, to be honest. I'm a fake gamer, man. What's the vid about? All right. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the SD card for the camera. This is kind of exciting for me too, because I've not checked what I recorded today. So this is going to be exciting. The only way for the kid thing to work is if the child dies beforehand, and there could be a good writing / emotional off that. Yeah, that's the other thing is like, sure, you can just have the child die. And I think that's the only way that that's going to happen, actually. Let me switch to this for a second. Exclusive look. Exclusive look. I'm going to mute the audio too. Actually, you know what? I don't know what, because you're not going to be able to hear the intro for the video because I'm standing so far away from the microphone or from the camera. I have a mic though, so you know the audio is getting picked up. It's just not linked to the camera footage. No need for kids in GTA. Yeah. Annoyed me not being able to off those paper boys. Honestly, so true. So true. Okay. here's what I'm going to show you guys. This is probably going to play really loud audio. So be warned. I hope this turned out well. I have tomorrow to reshoot stuff, I suppose. I should probably look over this footage, actually, before I go to sleep. These leaks are definitely fake. I speak to the guy in the Discord and he was so full of shit, constantly changing the story about his source. Yeah. Okay, here's... This is not exciting at all, actually. I kind of hyped it up, but just this on its own is not very exciting, I'll be honest. So maybe I'll show you guys a couple different things. Here you go. Here you go. This is what I was hyping up. Yeah, this is the final shot in trailer 1. The pawn shop. This is the building that it's based on. So yeah, this is the next video. We'll see how it comes together. I feel pretty good about it. Let's see what else. What else can I show you guys? They got some, just some random B-roll. Just some random B-roll. I don't know if that'll make it in or not, but it's there. You got to get it. How do I find it? There's a mapping project thing where someone is, I don't know who it is. I need to figure it out so I can credit them in the video, but someone has been figuring out where the real buildings are based on like what's in the game. Yeah, that's a lot of the stuff I recorded on my phone because I just couldn't be bothered to bring out my camera to film like stuff from the leaks. That's the problem with this, is that a lot of it's from the leaks, so I can't show the actual gameplay footage. So I'm just gonna be that's what's tough about this video. Is that I mostly just went around and filmed stuff from the leaks today. Like this is allegedly in the leaks. But the thing is that this is only like we only know it from the satellite view of the map. So it's like, I don't know how interesting this is going to be. So I don't know. Have you seen the video where the rumored Lucia actress gets asked about GTA 6? Yeah. She gets real quiet real fast on that. And then I'll save the other stuff for the video. There's not a whole lot more. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna check out my intro that I recorded. I don't know how. I don't know if I was like too far away. Oh hell yeah. I recorded like 4 different versions of this because I wasn't sure if I was close enough. This was the first one. I think I was too far away in this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm way too far away. I don't know. It's kind of cool how far away I am. It might work. Yeah, it's Port Gellhorn. I tried to find a good spot that matched the postcard, and the problem is that Panama City, which is where I am, doesn't have a whole lot. Like the postcard thing isn't really based on anything specifically in Panama City, I don't think. So this is the closest I could get with this little. There's a railroad way back here, but you can't see it, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that. That's what I did. I ran around Panama City all day today. What else do I have? That's basically it from my camera, at least. So yeah, yeah, I had to get the button-down shirt for it. I was gonna get the Tommy Vercetti actual shirt, but I ran out of time. This was kind of a last-minute decision, actually. I was going back and forth debating doing it the whole week, and then Friday night I booked the hotel room, and I I drove here. But yeah, if the video does well, I'm gonna keep doing it, and eventually I'll make my way down to Miami, and we'll do a video there. So we'll see. Hopefully the video does well. Shoplifting from stores in GTA 6 would also be really cool. Instead of robbing stores all the time, why not just steal things? Exactly. Exactly. How long does it take to put a video together? It depends. This one might take me a little bit. I also, all right, here's more behind the scenes on this one. So next up, I think I'm gonna do Mount Caliga because that'll be really easy because it's in Georgia and I'm in Georgia already. So that should be pretty simple for me to put together. So I think I'm gonna do that next before the Port Gellhorn video comes out. So that way I kind of have an idea of how the reception is, or not how the reception is, but how I'm going to put the video together, if that makes any sense. That will do well, something like GTA 6 locations in real life. Yeah, originally my plan was to do all the locations in one video, but I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like that's too much. So I think I'm just going to do like, I think the video title is probably just going to be something like I went to Port Gellhorn in real life or something stupid like that. Yeah, this video is either going to be the worst thing I ever make or it's going to be my magnum opus. There's no in between. That's how I feel because it was such a hard video for me to put together because of the leaks. Like I can't show any of the leaks, so I had to be creative with how I like do the video. So I tried something a little strange, and we'll see how it comes together in the edit. There might be more just kind of dicking around in Panama City than actually going to the locations. That's certainly more of what I did today, because I knocked out going to all the spots that I wanted to hit within like the first 2 or 3 hours. So the rest of the day was spent by me just kind of like looking around for other interesting things to record. I'm in other state north in North Carolina. I wonder if the GTA 6 map would ever be expanded that far north. Probably not. I'm doubtful that they'll even go too far up north in Georgia. I think they're gonna take inspiration from North Georgia, but that's about it. It would be worth doing multiple because then people keep coming back for the next one, the next location. That's what I'm thinking. I think my plan is to build it up of like, the first one's gonna be Port Gellhorn, then I'm gonna do Mount Caliga. I don't know what I'm doing after that, but I think it makes sense for Vice City to be the final big one. I think, yeah, I just really like the idea of building it up to like that big final one, you know? It's either going to be Vice City or the Keys that I'll do last. You know what? I wonder if I can pull up what I recorded on my phone today. Maybe we can look through that a little bit. Oh, my laptop just... Oh, never mind. That's because my phone isn't even plugged into my laptop. Keys should be the final location. I kind of agree. The Keys feel final. So, okay. Not to talk too much about my plans, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I originally had this idea. So when I was first thinking of doing this, my idea was to do this massive road trip where I drove to every single location. And I ultimately decided that was not worth it. And that was just, it would just take up too much time. It would take up too much resources. And along with that, I was like, I needed a hook. I needed something else with it. So I was coming up with like challenges to do, and basically it's shifted around and stuff. But some version of that's going to end up happening when I go to Miami. But yeah, I've crafted somewhat of a game that should be interesting, and that's going to go up on a completely different channel. That's not going up on Adient when I make it. So we'll see how that goes. It's too far removed from GTA for it to make sense to go into Adient. I also think it's worth filming street life. Yeah, what you see people doing in these areas so you can compare with the trailers. I totally agree. The worst part about doing the solo was that I was driving around and I see stuff all the time. I'm like, oh, that would be great to have captured. But I can't because I'm driving. So maybe tomorrow I'll spend a lot of time just filming stuff around the area, you know. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do the road trip. Maybe when the game comes out and we know like all the locations. When should we expect it? It might not come out until the end of this month, maybe even July. We'll see. Especially if I want to get the Mount Calga video finished before I post the Port Gellhorn one. But I'm very excited about this video, so I'm probably gonna start editing it very soon, like probably tomorrow night when I get back home. Because I'm very excited about this. Like I said, it's gonna either be the greatest thing I make or the worst thing. There's no in between. So I am very nervous. I'm very nervous about what people think about it. Okay, I finally have access to my phone. Let me pull up some videos. Will they have Fairyland / Disneyland? I think so. I know the leak said no, but I think my head says yes. My brain says yes. Oh, I need to pull these videos off of my phone because I'm out of space. I recorded in 4K the entire day on my phone. Okay, also, so I recorded some stuff that I kind of knew was not going to make it into the video. Like I've for some reason I went into Dave and Buster's at the end of the day and I recorded myself playing a coin pusher game for like 5 minutes straight. Like that's not going into the video. I don't know why I did that. There's no point. There's no need to do it. It's not going anywhere. I'll see if this even loads. feel like if they included Sarah, the NASA parody, they gotta get some Disneyland parody somewhere. Yeah, I agree. It's too obvious that they have to put it in. Okay, I guess this is never gonna load. Oh. Maybe I should get, okay. No, I'm not paying 99 cents to play a video. Do you think I am insane? Let me download VLC, I guess. I don't know. Well, do I already have it? I feel like I should already have that installed. Yeah, I mean, Disney's already getting parody in the game, so it just makes sense. It makes sense. A Florida parody would not be complete without a Disney World parody. Alright, this will be, okay, I do have VLC Media Player, okay. I can play this. I can and I will play this video. I think all my videos and photos have been uploaded to the cloud because the only thing I have on my phone are the videos I recorded today. That's crazy. Okay. Here we go. The greatest footage of all time. 5 minutes of me playing a coin pusher game. If it loads. Oh, here's something devastating that happened. At the end of the day, I ended it by walking on the beach during the sunset, and I was walking while I was filming, and my wind guard for the mic fell off, and it's the same exact color as the sand, so that thing is just lost. I knew that thing was just completely gone as soon as I realized it was off. So that was my devastating loss for the day. I can't choose what to open it with? That's insane. I wonder if they'd include Mar-a-Lago, but that might be too politically incendiary. Yeah, I think they're gonna stay away from that. I don't see them. I don't see them sticking their head in that. How do I open it with VLC? It doesn't give me that option at all. I'm really curious as to how many people I confused or freaked out by walking around and talking to my camera in very public places. That was a fear that I got over pretty quick today. After I did it a bunch of times, it meant nothing to me. Wait, hold on. I think I might have found the solution. I really think you should keep recording stuff that you don't even think would make it into the video. You might end up using some or might become relevant with a new trailer. I was thinking of that. I mean, but stuff like me playing the coin pusher game, that's, I don't know about that. Why do you use Blue Sky? Because I do not like Elon Musk. That is why. But I might be going back to Twitter because Blue Sky just sucks. It does. There's no way around it. Blue Sky is terrible. Their algorithm sucks. I've been using it on and off for like the past 4 months. And the algorithm still sucks. It still doesn't know what I want to see. And for that reason, I just don't use it anymore. And in a way, that's good because it means that my Twitter addiction has been cured. So I don't really have a desire to go back on there. But then when stuff like the Trump and Elon thing happened, I felt like I was missing out. so I had to open up Twitter for the first time in 4 months. Surely that's a normal thing these days. A lot of people do it obnoxiously. That is funny that you say that, because tonight I passed by a group of content goblins that were being very open about it. I almost stopped them and asked them if I could be in their video. How about Threads? Threads is even worse. That is, the only people on Threads are corporate accounts and people who last told a funny joke in 2012. Those are the only two people you're gonna find on Threads. That's it. Florida's full of streamers now. Yeah. I haven't run into any streamers. Do I not have... I think I need to get a different iPhone charger, because this thing keeps coming out. And I cannot get the footage off of it. Oh, God. I absolutely killed my back the way I've been sitting on the bed. I cannot do it anymore. All right. I'm gonna just be laying on the bed now. I hope you guys like this pose. The best I can do is I can just hold up my phone and you can see what I recorded today, I suppose. I don't think this is going to be very interesting, but I'll show you guys a little bit of it. Let's see. Anything interesting? What's the most interesting thing I recorded? It's tough because this stuff is all from the leaks, so it's just like, what, who cares? How about this? Anyone recognize this building? Anyone? Anyone? Springfield. Springfield, The Simpsons. That's where I went. I'm in The Simpsons today. Anyway, okay, that might be it actually. That might be it. Let me catch up on the chat and then I'll end this. I uninstalled all social media apart from YouTube, if that even counts. Honestly, good call. Great call. Okay, maybe I'll yeah. I was gonna say maybe I'll get this stuff put on my computer and I'll stream tomorrow night, but I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? I've already given away enough information. Okay, don't tell anyone about this. This is secret. This is secret info only for the greatest Adient fans. I want it to be a surprise. In fact, I might even nuke this whole VOD, you know? Or I might at least I'll nuke the part where I tell everyone about this. You can do Dark Viper's monthly yap/rambles. I would enjoy doing that. That's for sure. Any advice on how to not be obsessed with GTA 6 for hours at night? I don't know. Stop thinking, I guess. I don't know. Sent you DM of the laundromat. Let me see this. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hopefully Rockstar doesn't cut prone in GTA 6. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how how real those leaks were. You think there's a chance they could delay GTA 6 once more so they can have more time to add things to the game that they were going to cut from it? I don't think it's likely. But, you know, I said that I had high degree of confidence that the game was coming out this year, earlier this year. So, you know, don't trust me. Get a life. I mean that in a nice way. It helps to not think about GTA when you're busy with other games and things in life. Yeah, my issue is that I've turned it into a thing that earns me money. So I'm thinking about it constantly. Which is also why I want to diversify and figure out a way to make videos not about GTA. Why the fuck does a company big as Rockstar even cut simple things like prone in GTA 5? It seems so strange, it's so simple. Yeah, I don't know, based on the leaks, it sounded like they just couldn't get it right somehow. They were failing at it. You would think that a company as big as Rockstar could do it, but no. Yeah, I'm cooked. It's true. But here's the thing. We'll see. We'll see. I've got some plans. I've got some plans. No, yeah, I'm the same way. I think about it a lot, even without YouTube, like making videos about it. It's not as bad as it used to be though. I haven't I haven't had a GTA 6 stream in quite a while, so that is true. That is true. I will have something built up when the game drops. The only problem is like I don't know. I don't know what the channel is going to look like after the game drops. So we'll get there when we get there, but I haven't figured that part out yet. But I'm sure I'll know when the game comes out. Man, this is made. I really hate that the stream is set on normal latency. I've got like a minute delay in reading chat and responding. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. Facts and glitches like Dark Viper. Yeah, but he does speed runs, so you know, I feel like he's better equipped for talking about stuff like that. Whereas I'm not. I'm just a guy. Overanalyze everything? Maybe. I don't want that to be like my only thing though. Would you stream a playthrough of the game when it comes out? Maybe. I keep debating on it. I keep debating on whether or not I'm gonna do that. I'd rather they add it and give some glitches over time and game exploits. Who cares when it's a feature as big as prone? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd rather them just release the game finished. So if it means they have to cut prone, they can't figure it out for whatever reason. Sure. I would honestly appreciate a playthrough with no commentary. Or little commentary. I don't think that's going to be my style. Well, I'm not going to, if I do a playthrough, I'm not going to commentate over like everything. Because, okay, so this is my problem with not wanting to do the stream. It's because I feel like I feel like if I'm streaming a game, I feel like I need to be entertaining the whole time, you know? I have that in me of like I need to be constantly saying something. And even if that is like a good thing, even if it's not a bad thing, it ruins the experience for me because I stopped paying attention to the story, you know? I got info on 2 relatives for GTA 6. I don't even know what that means. You have info on 2 relatives? Relatives to GTA 6? Does GTA 6 have a newborn baby boy brother? I just hope they improve the driving physics and car damage. Me too. Car damage is what I'm most excited for. GTA 6 is going to revolutionize media in all forms, what Zuckerberg thought the metaverse would do. Maybe. Exactly. Sometimes I want to enjoy the game I'm playing. Okay, I should probably be going to sleep soon here. What time is it? This is like, it's almost 1 a.m. here. Okay. Yeah. Let me end this. Let me end this and go to sleep. And I got to get up tomorrow and go and stalk people on the street for my video. For my top secret video that no one is allowed to talk about. Let me tell you, there were some really interesting people that I've seen over the last day. I mean, I wished I could get a video of them. But it's like, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird to record stuff. $10 super thanks from Ulix. Thank you so much. It is better to wait for the game to launch fully. Rockstar changes things in the game secretly. It's better to wait to see how the game looks, then analyze it. I agree. But, you know, I gotta overanalyze it. That's my thing. That's my my genre, my bit. I mean, as long as you have it in your head that things are gonna change before the game comes out, I think it's fine. BeamNG is crazy. I've not checked out Wreckfest though. Okay. Now it's real. Now I go to sleep. I maybe hopefully maybe this week I'll have my trailer 2 again video. I don't know what I'm calling it. It's probably just gonna be like more details from trailer 2 plus everything I got wrong. That's the important part. Is telling everyone all this stuff that I got wrong. And that's not a joke. That's genuine. That is genuine. I've got a list. I've got a list of the things I need to correct. It's bugging me. It genuinely is bugging me. I got to get it up there. Another $10. Thank you so much, James. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the $10. You guys are crazy tonight. 2 10s at the end. That makes it's a 10 out of 10 stream. Dono train just left the station. You can't end. You know what? You're right. You're right. We're gonna go for 3 more hours. 3 more hours. I know something about Lucia. It's pretty cool. All right, leak it. Leak it right now. Leak it to me. I do need sleep. I got terrible sleep last night, and then I drove I got up at 7 a.m. and drove here. And then I got to drive back tomorrow. Another very long drive. I'm flying for all the other locations. I'm not driving. This is the last time I'm driving. Okay, anyway, all right, that's it. Unless anyone wants to send me another $10 donate. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm ending it now. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I cannot wait for you guys to see the video, this top secret video, coming sometime soon. We'll see. Okay. You should do a mini series videos about what you're looking forward to in GTA 6. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I could do shorts. I've only done one short. Wait, send an updated pic? Okay, I gotta see this. I gotta give you the live reaction here at least. I've been ending the stream for like the last 20 minutes now. That's awesome. That's actually so good. Wow. That's awesome. Could I actually use that as a thumbnail? That would go insane. Although I already have an idea of what I want to do for the thumbnail. So that'll be one of the A/B tests maybe if you're fine with it. Okay, yeah, let me pull it up. I'll show everyone on the stream. Hold on. I gotta open up Discord again. Hold on. I'm actually so tired. I need to end the stream immediately after this. Plugged in gaming. I'm gonna call your bluff. You do not have info. I'm not believing you. Okay, let me pull up the image and then that's it. I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it from there. Dude, this is such a pain to work around on my laptop. Okay. Here it is. Warning, this is top secret. Do not let this leave this area. Top secret material. How sick is that? You know what? Maybe tomorrow I'll send you like a better. Honestly, that looks pretty great as is, but maybe I could pull a better image for you to use. Because I have like the full thing. I think like a good view. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, okay. Yeah, top secret. Don't let that leave this stream. That's secret. If I catch you talking about that, friendship is over. All right. This is the end. I'm cutting it here. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I'm ending it. Thank you guys for sticking around watching the stream. As always, I'll catch you guys soon. More streams, more videos, more everything. Yeah. I'm going to sleep. All right.